Video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about quick update and what's been happening in the COD scene and with the rosters. Alright, so right now as it stands currently in the Season 3 MLG League, we are 16-6. We went 1-1 last night and we currently hold the first or second place in the league. We might be tied for the first anyways. But we're doing really well, and that's something that my team has always been, kind of in the past. We've been doing really well in the league, so that's always good. And we've been winning our search and destroys recently, which we weren't winning before in the league. And as you guys know, who've been following for a decent amount of time, when we first formed, we were extremely good at every game type. And then over the course of the last few weeks, we've been struggling with search, and then we finally bounced back when we were winning our search and destroy, so that's really good. And enough of that boring stuff. Now let's talk about what happened yesterday with the COD scene. So, I'm going to go into detail as to why things went down and to what happened to give you guys a little bit more insight. But basically, EG and FaZe, the rosters, I'm talking about like Sensor and Aches going back and forth talking to each other, they decided that they want to trade Dito for Karma. Now, Karma hasn't been really getting along with anybody in EG. I went over that in the last video. He doesn't want to play with them, and it's pretty much down to the point where he'll play with anybody in the setup. So, Doug, thinking that he can please Parasite and make Parasite a better player and teammate for him, he decided to pick up Karma because, as you guys know, Parasite loves Karma, and Karma's pretty good friends with Parasite. So, I think he would be a good addition to their team. But they went ahead and Aches told them yes, and they thought everything was good. And Sensor went on Twitter and just said, that's what happened, when really Evil Geniuses didn't approve it. So basically, FaZe Clan and everybody in FaZe, Temper, all the guys, they thought that they had Karma on their team, but Evil Geniuses did not give them the the go. Alex Garfield and the guys over there they weren't letting that fly. And basically, I'll tell you guys why. So Evil Geniuses, as you guys know, they paid $70,000 for that team from Complexity. Now, let me put this into perspective, okay? Say I have my own team, Nameless, all right? My team's called Nameless, and then Formal, he's in the other room. He has his own team called Formal, and I'm just entering the COD scene, right? I'm trying to pick up a team, and Formal, he's letting a couple other people know that he's willing to sell his team. So I'm like, all right, I'll give you $8,000 for your team, Formal, and then he agrees to, okay, $8,000, fine. And then after I pay the $8,000, I give all my players that I just acquired a contract, and I tell them to sign, 8 months and an 8-month contract, because I think in 8 months they're gonna give me a return on investment on my 8 grand. They're gonna make my 8 grand back plus another 8 grand, so I'm gonna get a 100% increase in, or 200%, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna get a big increase in my return on investment, right? And 4 months down the line, after I pick them up, they make me like 4 grand back, so I'm halfway back to where I started. And then a player wants to leave. Now, when they sign that contract, or when I have my players sign that contract, I expect them to stay on my team and work out any problems they have and do the best they can to be the best team they can be, so I can make money, they can make money, and we can all be happy. But if a player wants to leave me and not stay on my team, then that creates, a hump in the road. So I'm not gonna let my player leave when I know that I acquired him, I paid money for him because I know he's a standout player, and I know that he's really good, and I know that he can bring me my money back. So I'm not gonna let him go unless the other team can pay me enough money to offset the cost that it took me to acquire him. So that's pretty much what happened with EG, and that's why FaZe didn't get Karma and the transaction worked like that, because the guys at EG aren't gonna let that fly. They're businessmen and they're smart. So we'll have to see how that boils down. And yeah, so that's pretty much all that pretty much happened with that. I hope you guys are a little bit cleared up and understand a little business side of things. I like explaining it to you guys and giving you guys face value and being honest and letting you guys know what's really happening, so you're not lost. And so a lot of people on Twitter are just like going crazy, like, oh, why can't Karma just leave? Why can't you just? Because there's there's things that are set, and I think EG set an example. But yeah, that's pretty much the moral of that. But anyways, for the day in life video that you guys requested, I was gonna do one, but today was just an uneventful day. Like, I woke up at like 1 p.m. I chilled for a little bit, watched a couple YouTube videos, my favorite YouTubers, and then I went to Chick-fil-A, got a grilled chicken sandwich, came back, I streamed some league matches, chilled for a little bit, and then I cleaned out the sunroom and turned it into a vlog room, which is, you guys can see this awesome background. I don't know how the audio will be. I don't know how the lighting is right there. Hopefully it's good for you guys. But there's gonna be some more cool things I'm gonna be putting in here. But yeah, I'm just trying to get my content, you know, a little bit higher production value for you guys, not the bogus, you know, sitting back like this, the webcam on, and I just wanted to get a little bit better quality out to you guys, and you know, let you guys know a little bit of some behind the scenes information. But anyways, I guess next time I have an eventful day, I'll do a day in the life. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys are the best. The support I've been getting has been awesome recently, and I really do appreciate that. I love you guys for that. And for those of you who didn't know, I got the Twitter Nameless. My Twitter's just NAMELESS. It's freaking awesome. Go ahead and follow.